Hello everyone, Eddie here again, and today what I want to talk about is the voluntary reassignment that agencies are offering during restructuring. I know my agency is doing it, and I'm pretty safe in assuming that other agencies are doing it, so I just wanted to talk about it and go through like an example of how that will affect you long term. So without that further ado, let me share this document. So, what we're going to say is that let's say that you want to do you accept a voluntary reassignment and you want to do you're going to get reassigned to a lower grade. So let's just say for this example, we're going to use a GS-12 at a step 3, and in the Washington, D.C. locality, it's about 100,000. And the new position will be a GS-9 step 1, which starts at 72,553. So this is important. So what happens to your pay? During the first 2 years, you retain all of your GS-12 pay, and you continue to earn your within grade increases. Your salary will remain the same rate, and it may actually increase through those wiggies, as they're called. So now what happens after 2 years? After 2 years, you officially become a GS-9 in grade, but you keep that GS-12 pay that you've been receiving if it exceeds what a GS-9 step 10 maximum is. And again, you can look up on OPM GS pay scales to see what it is. But you won't get any further step increases. And then an important thing to remember is that the COLA, the cost of living, the annual adjusted rates, you'll only get 50% of that. So half of that until your pay is overtaken by the GS-9 scale. And that could take quite a bit of time, depending on what your grade level is and then what you got reassigned down. So for this example, GS-12, it'll take a while for a GS-9, 10 to catch up with it. So again, just to go over one more time, the example timeline is that for the once you're reassigned for the first 2 years, you keep your original pay, you access to the step increases if you were to get them. After 2 years, you go to whatever the grade level is that you accepted. Your pay is retained, but you no longer get step increases. And then ongoing, you get 50% of the COLA until your pay overtakes what your original pay was. Another thing is that these reassignments are generally voluntary, and it does not affect any type of severance eligibility. Sometimes they may require you to relocate, and if it's beyond 50 miles, usually they'll pay for the expense. And then this last thing I want to add was that after 2 years, if GS-9 pay scale don't catch up to your retained pay, you'll be stuck at a flat rate for a while. So that's just something to consider when thinking about taking a reassignment to a lower grade level. Because at the end of the day, you may be stuck at that pay rate for a very long time. Anyway, even though I did research OPM, this is still my opinion. I could actually have interpreted things wrong. But I would love to hear any comments you have in the comment section. And if you keep watching these videos, I will keep creating them. Thank you very much.